Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 80! You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yeah, let's get set.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good. All right, Eddie.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I got it. Watch that, watch that, watch that. That's up. That's up.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Brown with his stick skills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. The end result, 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Here's Carr. But he hits the tight end. It's Davis. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
No. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 43.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We're good. 180.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check safety. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Pilot, 64. Weak. What's up?
here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. You're mine. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the run.
Now Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On first down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. All day, baby. All day.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You got three down. Bang, 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 bang. Alert, flare. Switch.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Jones has it. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, Carr. And now he'll tuck it and run. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and now it's second down.
It's now second down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Kill.
Now Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. On third and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Carr now on first down. And he'll find Moreau here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run it with Jacobs. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Take four.
From the gun, it's Carr. It's brought in by Dodson. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Carr now to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Let's put that team on the hook.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Slam, slam, slam. 36. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Here we go.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
On first down, Richard. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, Richard. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 58, right there. I'm coming! 12, 12. 58, boy, 58, 58, come on. You don't want nothing.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but just not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you? But at this point of the season, they haven't been very successful.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, you got this? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball. Slam.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Carr. Got him in. It's Brown. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight end, 734.
Again, it's Carr. He's got his man. This is Dotson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go, let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
At the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready? Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Hey. 4 down. Out. Later, 8. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check hot route. Hot.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check the backer. Lock.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Watch the slip, watch the slip.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go. 180! Check 55, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing up there.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go, here we go. Left 80! You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Rush in, rush in. 21, 21. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Let's go!
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Owens. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Down. 180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 13. Check 13.
Carr going option right. He may try and run for this. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Down. 54, right there, right there. 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180.
Carr now on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next is for Bills 28, Raiders 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike, 54. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. $49, guys. Mike.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check. Watch twist.
operating from the gun. Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Go Chiefs.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 30 on second down, Carr over the middle here to Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jim, Raider 1.
Here's Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check 9.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Brings up second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Lock, lock, lock.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Gotta do better. Come on, man.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You got nothing to run. One, Omaha. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check nickel.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Under 10, 10. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Carr now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Now,
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch the boot. Check 37.
On play action, now Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Right 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Right, I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Down. Wide 8. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Sponge. No.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
No.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He completes it to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. This is screen to Abdullah. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Garoppolo again. That's complete to Sterling. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
You'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Abdullah on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Hey, exit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And John Brown's got it complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong, you don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
White down. 180. White Monday down. You better bring it. Check.
Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play to catch.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we